I knew he was coming out first, and that first cry had me bawling to hear him. I just thought, he's here. I can hear him. He's alive. Now they can see him. Now they can do something. Now they can save him.
My dad chased monsters from the dark. He checked under.
Basically, what has happened is his entire gastrointestinal system was twisted and backwards in all different shapes and sizes. So you would have obstructions. He had no output. If a child can't eat, how does he survive?
He pulled splinters from his hand. Never even flinched.
He was under surgery, cardiology, urology, nephrology, gastroenterology, genetics, infectious disease, pain management.
Unsinkable ships sink.
We had a slew of people in this room that were all just, there to share their information with us, and all of it was just grim. We can't tell you if he may or may not make it. I remember having that talk with our social worker, completely breaking down and just all the whys.
I've learned to never underestimate the impossible.
Why us? Why him? I remember our social worker saying to us, there is never going to be a reason that is ever going to be good enough for your child to go through any of this. It's never going to be fair. She truly believes that parents like us were meant to be for Parker. That Parker was meant to be mine, and that I was meant to be his. That was enough for me to make it through. I think it woke me up, and it made me want to fight even more. I need to know everything there is about him.
Then there was my junior year.
His heart murmur and his heart surgery was the least of his problems. That was the easiest quote-unquote fix. I think it really puts into perspective, all the other organs and other issues that happened. I remember coming to meet him back at the ICU.
Billy couldn't feel his leg.
The transport team wheeled him in, and I greeted him. I was just so happy to see him, and I just thought, oh my gosh, my poor little son just went through 3 major surgeries in 2 weeks. The team of nurses and doctors working on him right away, just setting up his machines and lines and transferring him. And all of a sudden, just tons of blood.
Sometimes the things you think would never happen just like that.
Just tons of blood. He started vomiting. Tons, like a ridiculous amount of blood out of his nose, out of his mouth.
I've learned to never underestimate the impossible.
I remember one of the RTs just looking at me and just seeing my face being like, oh my God, I can't believe she's seeing this right now. His body went into shock.
Don't tell me that it's over. Don't give up on you and me.
They were fast. His doctors were there. His nurses were there, just trying to stabilize him. He was pretty close to Cody.
Unsinkable ships sink.
I think a lot of people in that room were scared. He had lines everywhere. His arms, his legs, his head.
Happened just like that.
He had a breathing tube. He couldn't move. And that's when I think you question, am I doing the right thing? Is this about me or is this about him? I just didn't want him to be in pain, that he wasn't feeling any of it, because I couldn't stand it.
The impossible.
And I just somehow looked at Parker. His eyes spoke to me. And he just said, not yet, Mom. I'm okay. Not yet. Let's keep going. And I turned to the doctor and I said, we're not there yet. Let's keep going. We would just come and sit beside his isolette, not being able to hold him yet. We would stick our hands through the isolette holes and just touch him. We had an amazing nurse in the ICU. Her name is Helene. I remember her asking me, did you want to hold him? There's so many machines and there's so many lines, and you just think, no, well, how is this possible? And she's just like, it's going to be so therapeutic for him and you, and don't worry about us. We will get him in your arms. Just tell me that's what you want. I said, yes, that's what I want. And it took 4 or 5 people to get him into my arms for even if it's 10 minutes. He needs that. They love these kids, my goodness. They just have this innate passion to do what they do. Such skill and expertise and comfort.
Unsinkable ships sink.
It blows me away every day, the things that I would see.
Sometimes the things you think would never happen just like that.
So Parker's been home now for almost 3 months, and this is the longest time that we've had him home, and we're really, really enjoying it. But we do know in the back of our minds that his journey isn't over. We still have at least one surgery to go.
The impossible.
At any point in time, we are prepared to take him into emergency again if he does get sick. But he's home, he's alive, and he's doing better.
So don't tell me that it's over. Don't give up on you and me.
He's a miracle. I think it took us a long time to finally accept that, and we may never be out of the woods.
I've learned to never underestimate the impossible.
We live in the woods, but the woods can be a beautiful place, and you can still make a home in the woods.